morning students, welcome back again. This is grade 9, subject mathematics, chapter number 1, number systems. Today in this video I talk about exercise 1.4 and 1.5. Question first, visualize 3.765 on the number line using successive magnification. What is the meaning of successive magnification? Successive, that means with order. Suppose 3, 4, 5 all are successive number. 5 after 6, 6 after 7. So 1 by 1, that means successive magnification. Okay, for that I draw here some number lines. First of all, this number lies between 3 point something, that means this number lies between 3 and 4. So I write 3 and 4. Now zooming this portion 3 and 4. If I zooming this 3 and 4, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 up to 3.9 number are there. Okay, actually there are infinitely many number between any two number, but because our requirement is to represent this number, so I write only 3.1, 3.2 like this. Okay, now read one more digit 3.7. So now this time visualize 3.7 to 3.8 this portion. So what happened if I visualize this portion like this? These are those numbers lie between this number. Again read one more digit 3.76. So this is 3.76, 3.77. So visualize this portion and we have like this number line. And at last read one more digit 3.765. So this is our required number 3.765. Okay, we have to represent on the number line and this is our final answer. Similarly, second example, visualize 4.26 bar on the number line up to 4 decimal places. Here 4.26 bar, that means 4.26, 26, 26 up to infinite. But we have to take only 4 decimal place. So 4.26, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this number lies between 4 and 5. Why? Because this number 4 point something. So visualize this portion 4 and 5 like this. 4.1, 4.2 up to 4.9. Now read one more digit 4.2. So again visualize this portion 4.2 and 4.3 like this. Now read one more digit 4.26. So this is 4.26 and 4.27. So visualize this portion like this. Okay. And one more digit 262. So this is 262 like this number 4.262, 263. And at last if you visualize this portion, so our required number 2626 lie between this. Okay. This is our required number on a number line. I hope you all have understood. Okay, now look next, exercise 1.5. First, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. Here we have to check these given numbers are rational or irrational. So for that, first 2 minus root 5. 2 is a rational number. Minus under root 5 is an irrational number. So subtraction of these two numbers, rational minus irrational, gives us again irrational number. So this is ultimately irrational number. Similar, if you open this bracket, what happened? 3 plus under root 23 minus under root 23. So these two terms positive and negative cancel, remaining 3. And we can write 3 as a 3 upon 1. That means P by Q form. That means this is a rational number. Okay. Similarly here, root 7 cancel. 2 by 7. That means again we have P by Q form. So this is a rational number. Okay. Next, this 1 is a rational number and 2 is a irrational number. So division of this gives us irrational number. Okay, rational upon irrational number gives us irrational number. And at last 2 is a rational number and pi is a irrational number. So product of these two is again irrational number. Got it? So this is irrational, rational, rational, irrational, and last one is 2 pi is also irrational number because pi is a irrational number. Okay. Now look second example. Simplify each of the following expression. Now here we have to product these two brackets. In previous grade we have done many type of examples. Simply just product these two brackets. So I write 3 into this bracket 2 plus under root 2 plus root 3 into again this bracket 2 plus root 2. Now 3 into 2 that means 6. 3 into root 2 that means 3 root 2 plus root 3 into 2 that means 2 root 3 and at last root 3 into root 2 that means under root 6. Okay, this is our final answer. Now again product of these two brackets. You can apply this method also, but here we use one identity x minus y, x plus y. If you remember x minus y, x plus y. So what happened? Here 3 square minus under root 3 square. That means 3 square 9 minus under root 3 square. That means 3. 9 minus 3 that means 6. Okay. Here also we have to use one identity x plus y whole square. Okay, so I apply x plus y whole square. What happened? First x square that means root 5 square plus 2 into xy that means root 5 into root 2 plus y square that means root 2 square. Now expand this root 5 square 5 plus 2 5 2s are 10 under root 10 plus 2. So 5 plus 2 becomes 7 plus 2 under root 10. This is our final answer. Got it? Okay, now look what is question number 3. Recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference say C of a circle to its diameter say D, that is pi is equal to C by D. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? Here they ask us pi is a irrational. How? Okay, as we know that what is a pi? Pi is a ratio between circumference and diameter. Okay, this is already p by q form, and we know that p by q form is a rational number, but pi is a irrational. How is it possible? Is it possible when either c or d or both are irrational number? So reason for this example we have to write down either c that means circumference or d that means diameter or both circumference and diameter are irrational. That's why pi is an irrational number. Okay. Okay. Now look, rationalize the denominator. Here we have some examples. We have to rationalize denominator. Rationalize denominator that means we have not any symbol like under root, cube root in a denominator. So I write equivalent fraction of this. So multiply root 7 by root 7. So what happened? 1 into root 7 that means root 7. Root 7 into root 7 that means 7. This is a rationalized form because we have no any symbol with a denominator. What is similar here? I multiply this ratio with under root 7 plus under root 6 by under root 7 plus under root 6. Now product of these two 1 into anything will be same root 7 plus root 6 and upon these two bracket root 7 minus root 6 and root 7 plus root 6. Here I can use identity like this example. Here look 3 plus root 3, 3 minus root 3. I apply this identity here also. So what happened? I write directly numerator is as it is root 7 plus root 6, and when we apply that identity we have 7 minus 6 that means 1, and that means root 7 plus root 6 upon 1. Okay. Okay. Now last one again multiply with opposite sign. Here we have minus sign. We take plus opposite. We have to take opposite side to rationalize. So here I multiply root 7 plus 2 upon root 7 plus 2. Now product of these two is same, root 7 plus 2 upon, this is in a first bracket, root 7 minus 2 and root 7 plus 2. Again here apply x minus y and x plus y identity. So root 7 plus 2 as it is, and this is 7 minus 4, that means 3. So root 7 plus 2 upon 3. This is a required rationalized form. Okay, I hope you all have understood. Even if you have any query, you can ask in our live session. Till then, thank you very much and a good day.